What is going on, everybody? Welcome to that video. So I got Diamond again, guys, the second time, this time with Volibear in the jungle, because Volibear is really strong in the jungle. And I'm gonna show you in this video what runes I have used, what items I have used, and I'm gonna show you how I like to jungle, because I like to play him really aggressive, and you will see invades at the end of this video. I'm gonna provide you some clips, guys. If you only want to see some specific parts of that video, hey, I got your back, I got you covered, man. In the comment section you will see, or more like in the description box, you will see the timestamp. So if you're gonna go to a specific part of that video, no problem, check out the timestamps and you will be good to go, guys. With that being said, hey, please guys, support my work, support my channel with a subscription, subscribe to that channel, leave a like on that one if you want to see more Volibear videos, and leave me in the comment section your gameplay style with Volibear. What kind of runes do you like to run on Volibear? What items do you like to build on Volibear? Leave me that in the comment section. I might pick up some comments here and there and try out the builds of you guys. Alright, with that being said, let's go. Alright everybody, we're gonna start things off with the runes, and you can see I like to run press the attack. Why? Because it's really easy to proc it with Volibear, especially if you combat correctly. You can W while you are in the Q animation. So if you run towards someone and you want to stun him with your Q, you don't have to wait the animation, alright, until it's finished and then start with your W. You can do it while the animation is going, you know what I'm saying? So it's really easy to proc with Volibear press the attack, and if you gank someone and proc press the attack, your buddy will also do more damage, because it says hitting an enemy champion 3 consecutive times makes them vulnerable, dealing bonus damage, increasing the damage they take by 8 until 12% from all sources. So that means anything that hits that enemy at when press the attack is procced will do more damage, guys. So your buddy that is on the lane will also do more damage and secure basically the kill with that rune. So then I like to go for Triumph. It's because of the team fight actions, you know, or the 2v2 situations in the river, when you fight for the scuttle or something like that. Having Triumph in there is really good, because then if you kill someone, you will get that 12% health back, and it helps then with the second kill with the next fight. On these three things, I like to run Legend Tenacity to have some tenacity, because the CC amount in this game is just absurd, and in my opinion you have to run Legend Tenacity. You also can go for Legend Alacrity. Completely ignore Legend Bloodline, it's nonsense on Volibear. It's a bad rune, so either pick Legend Alacrity or Legend Tenacity. When it comes to me, I just always pick Legend Tenacity. It helps with the CC in the game. So then we have Coup de Grace. This is what I like to run. You can also go for Last Stand, but Coup de Grace, the reason for that is if you gank someone and the enemy drops low, you will do more damage. Deal 8% more damage to champions who have less than 40% health. So if you gank someone and your buddy just joins that gang, responds to it, of course he will be doing a lot of damage, and the enemy will drop low, below 40%, and then you will do even more damage. Combined with press the attack, if you proc press the attack, you see 8 until 12% more damage because of press the attack. And then if the enemy drops below 40%, you do extra amount of 80% more damage, guys, to this champion, to this enemy. So it's really good to have Coup de Grace as Volibear in the jungle. On the second tree, you can see I run a sorcery, and the reason for that is because I like to go for celerity. It increases overall your movement speed by 7%. And then I like to have water walking. The reason for these runes is kind of because of the items that I like to build. Okay, you will see later on when we cover the items, you will see why I run celerity, and everything will make sense. Okay, so celerity to just increase overall the movement speed on Volibear, and water walking for these scuttle fights that will happen when you contest the scuttle. And overall, I like, when it comes to me, I like to gank a lot, so running from one lane to the next lane, having water walking in there is really good, because it just speeds up your Volibear bare ass, you know what I'm saying, and makes you just faster and reach the lane faster than usual. So I like to go for water walking. So then on the little ones, I like to run attack speed. You get 10% attack speed from that, helps with the clearing. Then adaptive force, more damage. And then I like to go for health. You could also go for armor. You could also go for magic resistance. Alright guys, so these are the items and I'm gonna go through that step by step and explain everything that you need to know to be successful and reach also diamond in YOLO queue. So guys, the jungle item that I like to buy is this one, the blue one. I don't like to go for the red one, but you can go for the red one if you want to, but I like to go for this one. It helps with the ganks because it secures the kills. You can just slow someone and at the same time you get that speed buff. Also it helps in sticky situations to get out of these sticky situations. Let's say you invade and something goes wrong and you have to like piece it out, and then you have that, if you have that smite, that blue smite helps a lot to like slow the other guy and just get that movement speed buff and make it out of there. Okay, it helps with ganks, it helps with getting out of sticky situations. Of course, you go for the refill potion and a ward. The reason why I don't go for the sweep band early is I'm gonna show you that later. Okay, I'm gonna show you that later. There is a reason why I go for the ward first. There is a big reason for it, and I'm gonna show you that later on in the clip. You will see that in the clip. Okay, let's talk about the boots. So the first time that I back, if I did my clearing and if I did my ganking and I back, I like to go for boots first. So either I go for plated steel caps or I go for mercs, guys, depending on what is going on in the game. So again, if we have a lot of AD damage dealers, guys, we go for plated steel caps. If we have a lot of CC and a lot of AP damage dealers, guys, we go for mercs. That's right. So this is my first purchase here, boots. Of course, if you have like money left, if you have gold left, you go for the first part of your mythic item, because the mythic item is the first item that you want to build, of course. And in this case, in Volibear jungle case, it is turbo chem tank. Okay, and now we can talk about the rune that I pick up on the secondary, which are the sorcery runes, and everything will make sense. Okay, so you can see this will give you a lot of movement speed. This will give you, Dead Man's Plate will give you a lot of movement speed, and Force of Nature will give you a lot of movement speed. So it says 5% movement speed, 5% movement speed over here. And now everything connects to each other. Look, celerity increases overall your movement speed by 7%. So if you get these items, you will be super fast already, but because of celerity, it will also increase it overall again. And here's the thing, and now the big point is chem tank, because it says over here, refuel, moving and taking damage from champions and large monsters fill up the chem tank at 100 stacks. Your next basic attack deals 40 till 110 damage. And now listen, plus 1% max health. Okay, so adds on top of that. So depending on your health, you will do more damage with this item. And it says then plus 3% movement speed. So the faster you are, the more damage you will do with this item. All right, now everything makes sense and everything comes together. Because of these items, you get a lot of movement speed buff, a lot of movement speed. Because of celerity, you get again movement speed. And if you activate that, you will get again movement speed. And the first time you hit someone, you will do a lot of damage because of your movement speed and because of your max health, because it scales with max health, 1% of max health and 3% of your movement speed. So now I hope everything makes sense why these items and the runes come together. So these are the core items. Okay, you want to go for chem tank, of course, Dead Man's Plate or Force of Nature, whatever is going on in the game. If you see a lot of AP damage dealers, you go for Force of Nature first. If you see a lot of AD damage dealers, you go for Dead Man's Plate first. You pick these three items, these are your core items, and then you go for your fourth item. This is the fourth item that I like to build on Volibear. It is Gargoyle Stone Plate. Why? Pretty easy. You get a big ass shield because it says active part, the active part of it. So you press on your button and then you activate this item, and it says gain 100 plus 100% bonus health. So again, it scales with health. Shield that decays and grow 25% in size for 2.5 seconds. Okay, so you get a big ass shield, and my playstyle is like that. If I have ult up and we are sieging, I like to like jump into that. And the second I jump and deactivate the turrets with my ult, I like to press this item. You will get a big ass shield because the enemy at this point will of course respond to your engage right there and throw everything on you, and Gargoyle Stoneplate will suck all that damage, you know, and then you will of course get your own shield from your E, and again it will protect you and buy a lot of time for your team to respond and do damage to the enemy team and maybe take the turret as well. All right, so this is why I like to go for Gargoyle Stoneplate. Also it gives you ability haste, which is really good, because you don't get ability haste over here. This is the only down part of this item build, I mean core items. You don't get ability haste, and ability haste is really good on Volibear. You only get ability haste from this item over here. However, the passive of this item says it grants you 5 ability haste per item, so it's not really that bad. But again, there are no ability haste on these items, but there is ability haste on this item. So the last item would be situational, guys. Sometimes I went for Titanic Hydra, sometimes I went for Hourglass. I picked Hourglass when I saw like a lot of 80 damage dealers, because it gives you again 45 armor, so it makes sense to go for that if you see a lot of 80 damage dealers. If not, I went for this. If I saw like mixed damage in the enemy team, I went for Titanic Hydra, and if I saw a lot of 80 damage, I went for Hourglass. Yeah, so these are the items that I've used to reach Diamond on US, and now we gonna have a look-see on how I like to play Volibear. Let's go. Alright, so first things first, guys. When it comes to clearing, there are 2 options. You can go for a full clear, red buff, Karax, Scuttle, Wolf Camp, Blue, Gromp, into Scuttle, into, what's it called, into, I mean Raptors, not Scuttle, Raptors, into a gang on top lane. This is just full clear. But what I like to do, and 90% of my games, I did this. I started with the red buff, went over to the blue buff, and then did the Gromp, and then I invade the enemy jungler, or I look for ganks. Alright, this is what I like to do. Like 90% of my games were like this, okay? And now I'm gonna show you why I like to start with the ward and not with the sweeper. And you will see everything will make sense. So now I'm making my way. I cleared this. I cleared 3 camps, and now I'm making my way to the enemy red buff. And you can see Rango's over here is going for a full clear. So now the ward comes in. There's the ward. This is why I like to go for the ward instead of the sweeper. And then I saw Rango, and this is how I like to do it. Okay, this works like, I don't know, like I mean, this is like a guaranteed kill. Like let's say 90%. Okay, if you don't mess it up, it's 100%. But if you mess it up, 9%, maybe 9% chance to kill the guy over here. So what I like to do, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I kill these people. So you don't want to go too early. Okay, you don't want to go in too early. You want to wait. You want to just focus on the health bar of the red buff. This is really important. And then you combine it with your E. So when it's around, like, let's say 700 HP, 600 HP, you start your E and walk towards it. And then by the time where your E spawns and do the damage on the red buff, you can just smite it away, because your smite does 450 damage. So I'm gonna slow it down and show you what I mean. Okay, now I'm waiting over here. You can see I'm patient, waiting. So now the red buff is is at 1000 HP. So I'm still waiting till it drops a little bit lower. Now it's 860, and now I placed it. See, it's around 700. You can say 800. You can also do it at 600. It doesn't really matter, but at this range you want to place your E. So I'm placing my E over here to hit both Rango and the red buff. And at this time where this hits it, I will be over there to smite it away. So there is the E coming. Boom. And now you see 399, so you can see 400, and Rango also drops low to like 100 HP. And now all I gotta do is, because my smite does 450, all I gotta do is like smite it. Boom, there's the smite. I just smited it and got it. And he's surprised. He's not realizing what is going on. Alright. And now I stun him. Boom, there's the W. Boom. There it is, guys. There it is. Easy invades. And I like to do it with Volibear because it's so easy. And it's like, I don't know, as I said, 90% of my invades are, they end up in a kill. There's something you gotta do in the loading screen. Don't AFK in the loading screen. The loading screen is one of the important things out there, to be honest. You might be thinking, oh, loading screen is just load. No, it's definitely not. The loading screen is super important because during the loading screen, you wanna figure out what lane to camp, and you basically want to create your plan. Okay, so you see the different champions one by one next to each other, and you can create your plan while you are in the loading screen and while your computer is loading the game. So this is why it's so important to be there during the loading screen and not to AFK, because then you can just create your plan and you don't have to do that during the game. All right, so let me just show you what I mean. So we got Katarina on the top lane. And if I see Katarina on the top lane, this shit is free because the lane is super long. So if she got no minions over here and the minions just arrive, so all I gotta do is like, if I wanna gank this, all I gotta do is like wait over here until these minions arrive over here and not be like in a line over here. Then I can just gank this and this will be free because the lane is super long. Okay. So during the loading scene, I was like, okay, Katarina top lane, I'm gonna gank this as much as I can. Okay, same thing goes for Yasuo. Yasuo is super weak in the early, and you can gank this as well. So I was focusing in the early, I was focusing on these two lanes. Then later I went for the bot lane because also the bot lane is really easy to gank. Jhin is not is in mobile, like has no dashes or something like that, and also we see Lux as a supporter. So if I dodge the binding, it's easy to like kill Lux with Volibear, of course. All right, so this was my plan, like, and then you can see I just killed the enemy jungler and I went for top lane, and you just because I went this way, she cannot go this way, so she's dead already. Okay, boom, smack her ass. That's right, easy like that. So then I go for scuttle. Yeah, I just tried to freeze it for my top laner here because I wanted to gank this again. So I wanted to avoid these minions to go into the turret, you know. So this is why I just freeze it over there, so I can gank this again. So you can see Wukong is coming on the lane, and now I'm just looping around and do another gank here. I can see people when they say this is not optimal because there is a lot of minions and he will lose these minions. But look at that. It's all about to tilt the enemy. If they tilt, they will start to flame, and Katarina will flame Rango, and Rango cannot focus anymore because he has the chat open. You know what I'm saying? So he will chat back. So it's all about like tilting the enemy team so they don't play and start actually to chat, because we are here to play the game, right? Not to chat. But I want to make them not play the game, but chat, okay? To have a chat with each other. So of course it's not optimal, but you know, I want to tilt this Katarina, and this Katarina is super free to gank. It's so easy. So there's another kill from a Wukong. There is a Drake up, and you want to play for Drakes. So as I'm making my way to the bot lane, I'm farming up these camps, and we didn't know that Rango was on it until Akshan just showed up. So you can see I'm immediately going for the Drake, and he went for a really risky move right there because he's about to die, and the Drake is also low, so you can easily steal this. And this is something else that I want to show you guys. You can play around your E, okay? With Volibear, the E has a really big range, and you can see how I'm going to steal this with my E. See, I'm placing this from here. I'm over here, I'm placing this over here, and I will be stealing this easy. Boom, there is a Drake. So now you can see I'm playing bot side. My plan was to gank Katarina early, and I did 2 ganks, and she ended up being 0-4-0. So I did my job, and now I'm playing bot side. Especially that Lux just flashed earlier, so this is super free. As I said at the beginning, they have no dashes, nothing, so they cannot escape a gank. Especially if they use their their flash. So you can see I'm now playing bot side to gank this, placing my E in front of them. This is really important to like cut off their way. And there is the kill. We wanted to have the second kill. Okay, so there is the double kill that we got because of that move. So you can see, guys, I'm not like AFKing in the jungle, clearing all the camps all the time. Let me see the CS that I have already. So 39. Rango, you can see, has like, you can say 50. So I'm not really farming a lot in the early. More like ganking a lot with Volibear, because it's so easy with Volibear to gank. I'm trying, like, basically my plan is like to get my lanes ahead, and then I chill in the jungle later on. From mid till late game I chill in the jungle, but in the early I like to like help out my lanes and get them ahead, so they don't need me anymore. So yeah, I'm still bot side because I don't have to be on the top side. Wukong is just stomping this Katarina at this point, and you can see I'm again ganking this. As I said, this is free. They have no dashes, no escape abilities. I'm just cutting off their way, going from here. And there it is. Boom. Stun. I thought she's dead from the stun, but she survived that somehow. So, because otherwise you wanna like Q into W. Over here is another thing that I want to show you guys, which is like to respond to what is happening on the map and adapt to the situation. I was like clearing this over here, and I wanted to clear this, the chicken camp, and go for a full clear until topside to get the herald. Okay, this was my plan over here, but sometimes you have to adapt to the situation, and we see Yasuo like taking plates, and you have to respond to that. So in this case I left my plan, adapted my plan, and went for this, because I saw Nami's coming in. She can just hit the ult or something and slow him, and then this will be a secured kill. Unfortunately, she just missed everything, but then Rango just showed up, and it was okay, we can turn on this Rango. Once we stun him, he's dead, and there it is. The jungler, again, dead. He can, and if the jungler is dead, he cannot pressure our lanes. So this is really good to kill the jungler each time you get the chance to do that. So Yasuo went top lane, died, and because Katarina is too weak at this point, she's 0-6-0, so there's nothing Yasuo can do there. And this is all because of my 2 early ganks, camping this Katarina, because I just read the map, I read the game during loading screen correctly, and what I did was correct, and I got my Wukong so ahead that he can go for a 2v1 between 2 turrets, between 2 enemy turrets. So now you can see I'm doing the herald, guys, and what I usually do, usually, and this was my plan in this game, I go for herald into scuttle, into full clear topside, into raptors, into golem, into gank, into spawning herald, into pushing this. This is my plan right here. The second I was doing this was my plan. But there's the thing, you gotta, as I said early on, guys, you gotta adapt to the situation. And over here you see the Drake coming up. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this herald, gonna take this scuttle. I believe I took the scuttle, I'm not really sure. I always take scuttles because I like scuttles. I think I took the scuttle. And then I just was like, okay, I gotta go for Drake. So you can see I'm more like ganking and playing around objectives, like to take objectives. And then if everything is done, if there are no objectives, no Drakes, no heralds, no ganking opportunities, then I go in the jungle and farm my camps. So this is the reason why I'm like sitting at 53 CS and he's like sitting at 70, because he farms a lot more than I do. And now you can see I'm making my way to the Drake. And you can always use the herald to distract people, to keep them busy on the lane while you do the Drake. And you can see, and here's the thing, a lot of people ignore the Drake, but look what happens over here, okay? They do herald, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, you can tell me that in the comment section, but be honest, okay? A lot of you, I think, would have gone for a full clear over here on the top side. I think a lot of you would have gone for blue, Gromp, and Wolf and then took the backboard. But because I just skipped my topside jungle and went for the Drake, I just caught this guy off guard. And now look at this, what will happen here. Just because of that move. We're gonna count everything that happens from now on because of me ignoring my topside jungle and going straight for the Drake. And just to show you how important it is to play around objectives and how much you can win by playing around objectives, okay? Now look at this. So we get a kill over here, okay? This is the first thing that we count is a kill. Okay, let's see what happens again. Let's see what happens now. So, of course we... Boom, there's the laser beam. We get a Drake. Yasuo, we get another kill. These people being low. Of course I'm gonna chase them down, guys. Let me see. I'm not sure if I killed them. Oh, there's a flash on Lux. We get another kill, guys. Do we kill Jhin? And we get Jhin. So 5 things that we got out of that because me skipping topside jungle. Okay, and this is how important macros is, guys. You want to play around objectives, okay? Objectives are the most important things in the game, and if you play around objectives, opportunities like this will open up for you. 5 things that we got because of skipping blue. Now imagine me not skipping blue. I would have just gotten the blue, Gromp, Wolf would have ported back. At this time, Rengar would have just taken the Drake and just pieced it out into his own jungle and cleared his own jungle. And nothing of that you just saw would have happened, guys. Okay? So this is why it's so important, guys. 5 things that we got because of skipping blue. And now you can see, now I'm doing the topside jungle, guys. Okay? Why is that? Pretty easy. No objectives. Bot lane is done. Mid lane is done. And now we AFK in the jungle. Now we farm. Okay? Now we farm, guys. Easy as that. We ignore straight up what is happening over here because I think my team is I got them ahead. So I think my team is strong enough. And if they don't, if they like die over here and are not able to kill someone, then it's because them misplaying. Okay? It's not my fault at this point. Okay, I think I went for Scuttle because I like Scuttles, yeah. So you see I'm just farming at this point. So now we cleared our topside jungle, guys. And as I'm walking right here, I just made a decision. So either I can go for a bot side clear and clear all my camps, or I can go for this, another objective. Especially that Wukong is ahead and pushing top lane, so he's just gonna attract some people will just visit him. So that means they will just leave this and we can take that for free. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna skip my bot side jungle because it's a really good timing to like get this mid lane turret over here, especially that Katarina is now dead, so they cannot defend that. And we went, you can see me and Jinx, we just went for that and smashing this turret. Lux had to move top lane, as I said. Wukong is going to attract these people, so people have to defend that. They gotta make a choice here, decision. Either do I defend the mid lane or I have to defend top lane. They cannot defend both of these turrets, so they're gonna lose one of that for sure, or maybe 2. So you can see I'm trying to engage on that Lux. Backed off because I just took turret aggro right there. And now we take this turret. We took also this turret. And what I like to do is over here, when I see the team is splitted, you can see Yasuo is over here. When I see this, the team is splitted, and I see squishy targets like this Lux or Jhin, I like to like full engage on these people. Okay, I press my camp tank if I have it up. I don't have it up though, but I like to press my camp tank and just ult this, deactivate the turret, and just force them away. Maybe I can kill them. Maybe my team can kill them when I stun them. It doesn't really matter. What matters is we want to have this turret and I just force them away. Okay, this is my plan here. So this is what I like to do in this case here. But she binded me again. Oh, just forcing them away, as you can see. And now we go for turret. So they cannot defend that. I don't really give a shit about these kills. it's all about like getting these turrets. I'll play around objectives, okay? And you should do the same, guys, because you don't win games by killing people, you win games by destroying the nexus. So that means you have to take all the turrets and inhibs, and this is what I do right here. We took the mid lane turret and inhib. Now we rotate to the top lane and try to take this top lane turret, as you can see, guys. So you can see we play around objectives, yeah. So now we are top lane again. I just did the herald, guys. I did the drake. We got 3 drakes. Again, we are playing around objectives. This looks always binding me, man. Now I think I jump into that to kill that looks finally, because he just disrespected me a lot of times. And I think I die over here because of Yasuo. Yeah, it's not too bad though, doesn't really matter. But we got Herald over here. So we did the Herald, guys. A few minutes early on, we did the Herald. And we're gonna use the Herald to like smash that base. This is how I like to play, guys. Alright, this is how I like to play. If you want to see more Volibear action, guys, subscribe to that channel, enable the bell. You can also visit my stream and ask me questions over there, and I will try to respond to that. With that being said, have a wonderful day. Peace.